Hi all, welcome to Guide Coaching Classes. My name is Moazzam Ali and today we are going to revise what we have learned into our previous session, that is primary key and the foreign key. So let's start with the primary key first. So primary key, what it does and how it works. So primary key in a table can be hold a value which is not null and it should not be duplicate. Then we can have the single primary key in a table. It can, it can't the primary key can't be removed from that parent table. Then the value of that uh, primary key can't be removed. Then there is no limitation of inserting values into the column. And then we will see about the foreign key. So how foreign key is, it's a basically a relational key between the parent table and the child table which contains the primary key is the parent table, and the child table which has the foreign key which is the reference of that primary key, parent table, that is the child table. Okay, then it can have multiple foreign key in a table. We can have multiple foreign keys into a table. Then we can have the foreign key value can be removed from the child table. We can remove the value of the child table, we can remove the foreign key values. Okay, then we have, while inserting any value into the foreign key table ensures that the parenting or the the linking between the parent and the child column should not be dropped. So these are the common, some basic features which we need to understand while we are discussing about the primary key and the foreign key. Now let's move to our main topic for today, that is what is join. So basically there are multiple types of join available into SQL, but the most basic join is the inner join. If you declare some join as only join, then it will be implemented internally, the inner join. So how inner join works, we have two tables, table A and table B, and when we join the both the tables, so the common data between those two table will be considered as the result of that particular join. So if suppose we have, let's see the example first and then we'll discuss about it. A join clause is used to combine. So what is the definition of it? So it is the definition of join is it is used to combine rows from two or more tables. As you can see here, the based on a common column between them. So we have a common column between table A and table B, and we will be joining on the basis of that particular column. So why joins are used in SQL? So like the question may arise that why we are using joins, why can't we declare any one single table where all the values are declared? So we can consider that, okay, why we are creating different tables. We can create a single table and we will put all the values into one table only. But if we do that, the loading of that particular data is very heavy. We won't be able to do multiple combinations. We won't be able to match or keep the dynamicity of the particular data. So there's no dynamic data manipulation will be happening. We won't be able to organize and manage that particular database as per the requirements. So it won't solve the purpose. Basically it won't solve. We are storing for all the values, and for rest of the values which are not coming we will put null. And if we want to search any particular record, at that time we need to go and manipulate and check all the data which is not related to our query. So that's the reason we need to create different tables, and on the basis of those tables we create joins. And for joins we need to have certain columns which are linked between which has the linking between two tables. Okay, so we as we discussed, we won't be able to do the calculation. If we create a single table, it will be difficult to manage the data into one table. So and that is not advisable after all. Okay, now see, here we have two tables. I have created two tables. The first one is the parent table and the second one is the child table, which we have seen the same example into our previous topic while we were discussing about the primary key and the foreign key. So here I have a table as course where I have two columns. The first one is course ID and the second one is course name. Then I have the other table, that is course strength. The first column is course ID and the second is course strength. So here if you see, I have course ID and course ID both common column into both the different tables. So in parent table and in child table, I have the course ID as a common factor. So I can relate and merge the both the two tables, and I can get the results as per my expectation. So now moving on to the syntax first, and then we'll see the example. So how the syntax looks like. So we'll have select table dot column 1, then table 1 dot column 2, then table 2 dot column 1, and so on. Like in table 1, how many columns we want to take, we can take. Then if we have table 2, then we will take all the columns or certain columns or n number of columns from table 2, we can take that. Then we will write from table 1, then we'll write inner join, we'll write, either we can write inner join or we will write join, both are working same. Then we'll write table 2. If we have certain aliases, we can give the aliases as well. So alias is nothing but the short form of that particular table name. Okay, so we can give that as well, or we can use the same name of that particular table as well. So if you see, I have written on table 1 dot matching column is equals to, now here table 2 dot matching column. So now here I am giving the common column between both the tables. So as I mentioned earlier, that we will be connecting those two tables on the basis of certain parameters which are common into them. So that is nothing but this matching column. So this column will be same into table 1 column and table 2 column. Okay, now we'll see the practical example of it. So as we have discussed about course strength table, so we'll see here the same example. So if you see, I have select course dot course id, course dot course name, course underscore strength from course inner join course strength. Okay, then I am writing on course dot course id is equals to course underscore strength course id. So this course id is common between course table and course strength table. Okay, now we'll see this example and we will move to our practical example. So if you see here, I have to, this is the another example for inner join, and this is the graphical representation, or the database level representation. So it will be easy for you to understand. So here I have a table, that is employee. I have 2 4 6 6 columns over there, that is eid employee id, did, that is a department id, then I have first name, then I have last name, then I have age, and then I have the salary. These are the 6 fields. Okay, understand these 6 fields first, and then we will discuss. So in employee we have six columns. The first one is employee id, then department id, then first name, last name, age, and salary. Then if you see in department, we have did, that is common for in employee id and department. Okay, did. Okay, department id is coming again here. Then I have department name, department manager, location, and then strength. Now if I put an join in between them, and I can take any column from both the tables, and then I need to specify the column name, sorry, table name dot column name. So likewise I have mentioned it, assume it, then I am putting inner join or join, then my result would be something like this yellow line, this yellow no table which you see onto my top side. This will be the result. Okay, so how this result came now, I will take you to the example first and then we'll discuss. So see this is my two tables, employee table and department table. So now here if you see did, did, first name, last name, and salary, that is coming from my employee table. My employee table has two records, okay, and my department table has three records. Okay, now understand these two, records first and then three records, because if you learn about this, if you understand this example, you will be able to create your own examples, and you will be able to know how this join or inner join function works, or how this functionality works. So I have two records into employee table, 101, 102. Okay, then did, d did, focus this did, this did has 1 and 101. Okay, then I have first name, last name. Okay, ignore everything, just focus on this. These two are more important for us, because this did and this did is common into both employee table and department table. Okay, so now this is our main point where we are going to join these two tables. So here I have 1 and 101. Here in employee table, in department table, I have 1, 1, 2 and 3. So now if I put a join on these two tables, if I put a join on these two tables, what will be the result? What result I will be getting? I will be getting the common result. I will be getting the common data between those two tables. So what is the common column, what is the common row between these two table? Yes, correct. So this is nothing but the common column between them. So this is nothing but the common row between them. Sorry, this is my common row between them. So now here I have written select d.id. So this d is nothing but the alias, it is called as alias. Okay, I have created for department as d. So now everywhere wherever I will write d, it will be considered as a department. Okay, and here I have created an alias for e, that is employee. So now d underscore did, that means this is coming from the department table. E dot first name, this is coming from the first table, sorry, employee table. Then e dot salary is also coming from the employee salary. Then d dot employee, d dot d underscore name, that is depart, this is coming from the department table. Now this is coming also from d dot manager, that is department underscore manager. Okay, from employee e, join department d on e dot did, is equals to d dot eid. See here, if I write d, that does not make any difference. So I, for your sake of understanding, I have written the same query. I have just changed this e, employee e, and department d. I have kept here department d and here employee e, so that you will be able to see the result. So first of all I will execute this, I'll show you. So understand this, how many records I will be getting. I will be getting only only one record, because I am applying the inner join. So if I execute this, I'll get only one record. See this, this is how it works. Now I will execute the other one. So it does not make any difference. If you see, it does not make any difference. Either you write department first or employee later, or you write employee first and then department later. It does not make any difference. That is for the join. That is for the inner join. Please understand this, because this is again very important question, and it asked multiple times. You need to understand the functionality. It will be asked into your interview definitely. Okay, so now moving on to our next topic, that is the, we have learned about the inner join. Now we'll learn about the outer join. So outer join is simply, it works again the same. It is just the opposite of it. In inner join we were taking only the common column. Now in outer join we will be taking all the common columns, or the data which is matching from the first table and from the second table, and the common records we will be showing over there. So here the syntax will be same. It will just change from join to full outer join. That is how we need to write. we won't be doing anything else extra over there. We will be writing the column names, then we'll write from, then we'll write table 1, table 2, then we'll write full outer join or outer join, then table 2, and then we'll write on table 1 dot matching column. We'll be matching it with the matching column. Now with the example, I have taken the example of course ID, course name, course strength. From course join course strength, then this is my on course id. Course id is my common column between course strength and course table. So now it will give me the result. So I will take you through the outer join example as well. So now if you see, this is the example which I was discussing about. Now I would like you to show you about the practical example of it. So now here if you see, I have created the same example for this, and I would like to show you. So if you see, for inner join my result is one record, but now if I apply it for the full outer join. So now what here it will do, full outer join, what it will do, it will take the all the columns from here, from the first table, that is did table. Okay, and it will take the common column from here. Okay, so now if I execute this, it will give me four results: 1 2 3 4. Now see, understand this, this is my common record. Okay, this is something which is not present. Okay, so it kept is as a null. Then I have 2 and 3. So uh, I will execute this first again. I will execute this and then I will execute sorry, this one. No, hold on for a second. I will execute this so it will be easy for you guys to check. See, this is my first table, this is my employee table. I have I have two records in it. Then I have three records in it, but this record is common for for both the no tables. So this will be printed only once, but this 102, 102, 101. This is Amit Sharma and 5000. So Amit Sharma 5000 is coming as null. This is nothing but the full outer join, where the common columns are going to be printed from the both the tables, and the the values which are present into one table which also will be printed, and the values which are into the another table will also be present. And onto the if you see here, the DID is 101, but here the DID is null. Why it is null? Because as per the join, it does not match to the second column, so it kept null. Okay, if I interchange the position of department and employee, likewise, like I have from I have written employee, and after from I have written department, so it won't make any difference. If you see, both the results are same. Just here and there the sequencing is different, but the results are same. If you see, I have one Rohit to 25,000, one Rohit 25, 1 2 3. If I put if I put employee first, it will give me the result of the employee first, and then it will give me the result of department. If I put the department first, overall the result is same, just the sequencing of the values are going to be changed on the basis of the from table whichever you keep into the sequence. So that is how it is done. That is how the inner join and outer join works. That is the best example which I can come up with. I want you guys to practice this at your machine, and I want you to learn more about it. I want you to use this alias which I have explained it while we were discussing. I have not taken it in a separate session, but consider this as a learning. you need to focus on this as well, this alias. You need to use these aliases as and when required, and whenever you are creating any joins or any column or any new column or calculated field, at the time you need to use the aliases. Okay, that's all for today. If you have any questions or any doubts regarding this, you can write me a comment, or you can directly put me a message on this, and then we will be discussing about it further. So into our next tutorial we will be discussing about left join and right join. That's all for today. Thank you so much.